Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Z James. This is Z32 Workshop, and behind me is an empty garage. So what we're going to be talking about today? Well, it's actually where the camera's at. It's something special that I've been trying to do this video for a while and decided to get around to it. I wanted to show everyone the differences because you hear about them, guys have photos, especially Z1. Everyone's kind of done a video on their own stuff, but I just wanted to show the stuff I have in my garage. Which I will be selling those because I don't need stockers. I'll probably be selling the Stillens, but that's a whole nother separate conversation. So anyway, let's see what's going on here. If memory serves me correctly, these are passenger side, driver sides. If I know these right, and I could be wrong. So here's the dealio. That's a stock one. This is a Stillen unit that came off my parts car, and these are the T-type talls from Concept Z, CZP. I got these on a really good deal on a Facebook find. A guy in Illinois sent them to me quite a while ago. He was LS swapping his car after doing a giant turbo. Well, actually, he did an NA turbo setup in his car and wasn't needing these anymore. These guys, I'll be honest, probably cost me 60 bucks. I mean, not too much, or something of that nature. If I show the price, I'll find it here. These came on my parts car, so they're free, but I paid for the parts car, and then these were a couple $100. Normally, I don't talk price, but you could still buy these. You can actually get these. So here's the deal. What I wanted to talk to you guys about and show you is not just size comparison, but actually give you some numbers here. Basically, showing you what's going on. So the stock guys, these are pretty light because they got plastic ends. Okay, these are a stock. They're good for quite a bit of horsepower out of the stockers, realistically. But I wanted to show you guys the differences when you start upgrading. Specifically, these guys have got a core thickness. It looks like 2 3/8 thickness with a front surface area that looks like it's to be not quite 7.5, or pretty close to, by, I would say, width-wise, you're looking at about 6 3/4 is what you're looking at here. Okay, so that will give you dimensions, and if I'm smart, James, put the number here, so you know what your volumetric area is here, right? The other thing I wanted to show is I've got a scale here to show you how much extra weight these are, because once you get away from the plastic ends, I know they crack and they're terrible because of it, but they do have a significant weight savings. There's a reason why, for being cheap and lightweight, that the OEM did this compared to these all aluminum ones. Right, so the Stillmans, as a comparison on these guys, from this size, you go to this. This would be your next upgrade if you can find them. They don't make them, but they're out in the used market. These are a solid upgrade for guys just doing stock turbo stuff. These help out significantly with cooling. They say that this is 30% better air efficiency for cooling. I'd say cooling, but for power compared to these guys. And it's going to be quite evident once you start seeing the numbers. The width of this thing is 3.5 inches. That's significant over 2 3/4. I mean, it's a full inch of width here. Now, these are all 2-inch outlets too. I didn't specify that, but since they're stock, they're all the same. And your surface area here, I mean, you're out at 9 3/8 for how tall they are. And your width, ballpark, you're looking at 8 1/4 ballpark, right? So that's 30% better. Right, the next ones up, I have are the not Stillens. These are the Concept Z Performance's tall type T's, and these are width-wise. These are 3.5, so they're very similar to these guys, right? But for height, this is where you get the big difference here. Part of the difference. That's 11 inches. 11 inches tall, guys. Now the width, this is where you get to be about the same, because you only have a certain confined space. Oh, come here. You're looking at about maybe 8 inches, right? So realistically, all these should be the same this way. It's how thick they are and how tall they are, right? So, and they all have the same mounting situations. They all mount the same. They have the same setups. you know, for where you could do this stuff, you know. So like these screws right here are for the factory air ducts on it. Now, I'm going to say how much these things weigh. So let's go through this and see what you think these things weigh. Let me put this here. See if we get a good scale on it. See if we can get this over. Sorry guys, I just want to give you guys a good number here. All right, let's see if you guys can, let's play a little game. Who wants to guess how much a stock intercooler, one stock intercooler weighs? All right, let's find out. I'll let you guys guess. Put your comments down below. And here, oh, let's turn this on. That'd be helpful. All right, we are teared out. And let's get the units right. Kilograms, pounds. Here we go. Tear. Stock ones weigh 3 pounds, 6 ounces. So honestly, not too bad. So you're looking at basically 4 pound or 3 pounds, 6 pounds and change up in the front for a pair. Okay. Now let's go to the Stillens. Since this is so much bigger, what do you think this is going to weigh? Throw your guess. Yeah, they're a healthy 8 pounds. That's a significant amount, right? You went from 3 to 8. These are 5 pounds heavier and change. Look at the ounces. All right. That's why these help out so much better. All right. And now the tall type T's, how much do they think they can weigh, guys? 10 pounds. That's a lot of mass up front. So I'm just telling you this, even when you go to these, if you're racing, depending on your application, you can, I want to say you can go too big. That being said, that's where these are at. So you got 3 pounds, 8 pounds, and 10 pounds. So yeah, that's, like I said, I want to point this out to you guys, just how physically big. You can see it in the measurements. Now they say, like I said, Stillen and everyone advertises these is about 30% improvement in horsepower, or not horsepower, but are better than these. Concept Z Performance says that these are 70% better than stock. Now I think I know where they're getting that number and why. Now your volume's huge because it's a restriction flow and getting rid of, because when you have a turbocharger, or even a supercharger, mind you, you need to cool the charge down. Because when you compress air, it gets hot. And heat is an enemy of an engine. You actually want to be cool as possible per se. Well, operating temperature, right? So the more volume, here's the thing. The passages here, you can see them physically on the stocks compared to like the Stillen. Look how much bigger they are. And there's more tightly packed fins. The more fins you have, the more air to go through, right? When you go to this, look how much bigger these are and how many fins there are. They're spaced out to get more area. You got, let's see here, let's count them up just for chagrins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 passages that go through this, because the top one and the bottom one are just plates. They do not do anything. They help dissipate heat. They are not flowing air. Okay? So that's that many on that guy. Right? So we'll go to the Stillen. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You have 17. So you went from 13 to 17. That's better because you now have more passages of air to go through. They're bigger channels with more fins. So you get taller so you can cool the air you charge down. Right? Now if you go over to the Concept Z tall T-types, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The same, but you have more spaces in between for better air cooling. That's the theory, and that's what cooling would be all about. So when you have this width difference right here, it allows more air. Now that being said, you still have the restriction of getting air to this. For you, the stock air deflectors only connect to this guy. They only connect it to here, and here the same. So, yeah, take it for what it's worth. They do improvements. These are worthy upgrades for anyone who's a turbo. Where was I going to say? Oh, performance-wise, Concept Z Performance says these are good to 400 or 500 horsepower for side mounts. Stock guys here are good for at least 300 and some, because that's what the vehicle is. You can push a lot more. But when you start getting where you can actually upgrade them, it's worth it. Whether they're nice ones like these guys, where they have nice fully welded and everything occasionally. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions about what I just showed you, hit me up below. I am going to be selling the other ones. I don't need them hanging around my garage. I might hang on to the Stillens. I may not. They're up in my rafters to begin with. But these OEM ones that I have, I'm going to throw these up on eBay. They may be sold by the time you see this video, so they may be gone. If not, I'll have a link in the auction. I am not asking for the moon for these things. I'm going to ask what they're worth, and that's it. And these, someone who's either been in an accident or turbo swapping a car, these are perfectly fine. You do not need to upgrade when you're doing it, just to get the car turbocharged. In fact, these are maybe easier just to deal with to make sure everything works. But yeah, that's it. So I'll take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.